So, there's this silly little game that leads to financial freedom. It's silly, it's a game, and yes, financial freedom is real. It may help you double your income, it may help you do a lot more than that. But it won't help you if you don't do it, and it won't help you if you don't let it be a game. My name is Mr. 2020, you're listening to the Free Neville Goddard Podcast. Today is the 30th of November, 7:52 a.m. God, what a lovely morning it's been so far. Lovely gentle rains, lovely gentle bird song, lovely gentle way of life. But let's dive into this lovely little game that can give you financial freedom, because a lot of people struggle with money. They do. Even those who have it struggle with it. Let me ask you a question. How much agony do you have when it comes to money? How much apathy do you have when it comes to money? You see, you weren't meant to have either one of those, but some people, they manage to have both. That's really fascinating to me. So years ago, we made up this game called the Attitude Money Game. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you've tried it, maybe you've done it correctly, maybe you've done it incorrectly. But we've shared a few different versions of it over the years, and we're going to share with you the one that we're currently playing with, because it's a hell of a lot of fun. Ready? First of all, let's define some things. It's the Attitude Money Game. It is not your secret stash. It is not your emergency money. It's your attitude money, and this is a game. You may notice that we're pretty simple here, but we're very specific, because it's the simple, specific things that give results. It's the weird, complicated, vague shit that just sounds fun, but never gets anything done. So at the Attitude Money Game, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, next time you go to the bank, get out something like a $50 or $100 banknote. You can start smaller, but here's the one thing we've noticed. When people actually commit to this and stretch a bit, they shapeshift. Something lovely happens. And it happens on day one. So what I want you to do is to go get $100. Get something that really stretches you. Something that causes you a little bit of inner bullshit. And I want you to take this $100 bill, and I want you to put it in your wallet. Everyone's got a wallet of some kind. I don't carry a wallet anymore. I just carry my coveted iPhone 8. But on the back of the iPhone 8, I've got this thing where I can squeeze in credit and debit cards. So I put the two debit cards there, the business and the personal. I got my driver's license in there, and I've got a $100 bill. Right? So that's where we begin. So you begin with your $100 bill in something that you carry every day. Let it be your wallet. Let it be a money clip. That's what I had to upgrade to, a money clip. Oh, talk about the fun. And so that's what you do. You just have it where you can bump into it all the time. Because I want you to experience what it's like to have money. A lot of people never go through that experience. A lot of people never seem to have money. They tend to run out. They tend to have a little. They tend to borrow money. But what if you always had money? And you had money that you didn't spend? That just might invite you to experience some things. And so we start with a crisp $100 bill, and sometimes sooner rather than later, and sooner than you think you can, what I want you to do is double that up. Just take that money and double it up. Get another $100 banknote, and put it in with the first one. So I put that in with my two debit cards, one personal, one business, my driver's license, and two crisp $100 bills. End up living with my phone. And my phone goes everywhere with me. When I get in the pool, it goes in my hat. Because I take off my hat, and in my hat I put my keys, my mobile phone, and my glasses. Those cool glasses that I used to talk to Victoria on. Ray-Ban Stories. Look them up. They're pretty cool. But I seem to digress. And so time goes on, sooner rather than later, sooner than you think you can. What I want you to do is to double it up again. Go to the bank and get out $200, so now you have $400. And if you're like me, somewhere along this line, because I don't carry a wallet, but I do have a money clip, I ordered one off of Amazon.com. I love Amazon.com. So I got me a money clip, and so now I've got $400 in a money clip that I'm carrying around everywhere I go. So in my hat at the pool, see, when I'm shopping, it's in my pocket. When I'm at home, it's by my computer, where I can see it. And when I go to the pool, I put it in my hat. And then at some point, you'll never guess what I did. Sooner rather than later, sooner than I would think I could, I doubled it to $800. Now I've got $800 in a money clip in the hat at the pool on my computer desk or in my pocket at all times. So now I carry my mobile phone, my money clip with $800, and so on. And at some point, I'd suggest that you double it up again. You don't have to double it up, but I suggest doubling it up because that will stretch you even more. Because Neville Goddard taught the rational mind is only the interference. And right about this time is when a lot of people are going into all kind of irrational rationality. But Mr. 20, what if I need the money? Mr. 20, what if I can't? Mr. 20, what if my spouse? Mr. 20, what if the economy? Mr. 20, but what about the rent? But Mr. 20, what about if the global financial crisis? Mr. 20, what about Biden? Mr. 20, what about Trump? Mr. 20, what if somebody at the pool takes your hat full of money and car keys and phone? Mr. 20, what if you got out of your car, and since you wear those loose short pants, your money falls out and you don't realize it? Mr. 20. So at one point, I got up to 10 grand. I stopped doubling and I just started incrementally adding, and I ended up having 2 biker wallets on me, each with 5 grand in it, one in each front pocket. And that was a lot of fun, because I got to experience along the way all those really weird inner voices and inner scenarios that happens when you carry 10 grand on you, and you're walking the puppies, and then you realize you haven't thought about your money in a while, and you double check. Oh my God, did I lose it? What would Victoria think? See, all this inner crazy gets to be exposed so that you can explore what's behind it and abandon it. Because until you expose what you really imagine about money, until you explore the real you can't abandon the bullshit. And you abandon your bullshit by imagining something new and productive. Like, you know what, I'm going to tell Victoria about this crazy exercise, right? And she can do it too. Instead of telling her about it and wondering what she's going to think I'm nuts, she's going to worry about me. You're carrying, what, 10 grand? Imagine that, because most people get divorced around money. They don't have adventures with it. But meanwhile, if you got some gold, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do the attitude money exercise. Because the attitude money exercise will change your entire life. And if you get how cool this is, we put together a little pack like 13 years ago called the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack. You can get that at NevilleGoddardProsperityPack.com. In there you will see the money game, and in there you will see 59 other lessons. And in there you will get a bunch of recordings. Me talking about money. Me exploring wealth, money, and you with Neville Goddard. Because here's the deal, gang. You need attitude and you need money. You want to make it in today's world? If you're listening to the sound of my voice, you're living in a culture that demands money. What happens is a lot of people let their money determine their attitude, instead of exploring their attitude and expanding their attitude so they can explore and expand and experience more money. So if you got gold today, Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.com. Go there, get that. And for bonus points, right, there's a bunch of recordings and there's a printy thing. Go to your local office store and have them print out the printy thing. Have them put it on thick, yummy paper and put it in a binder of some kind. Because when you scribble notes, when you make it yours, when you take it off of a screen and bring it into your life, something magical happens. Again, that's Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.com. And now, for fun, let's imagine having already started and exploring deeply the attitude money game, like we explored and explained it here. Imagine doing that now, and imagine your joy at what you discover along the way, getting that rational mind to just get out of your way as we go into the silence. Oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. Dive deeper, soar higher, do the attitude money game, and get the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack. See ya.